Paul says XRP's bump isn't always over, but we have a lot greater to come back. I also have some different XRP news right here, men. I want to trap you all up. Let's get into it. Let's have a touch of laugh. If you get any fee from this, please hit like. That can assist me out extraordinarily. I wish you had a tremendous Christmas. Let's have a great New Year's and a sincerely desirable 2025. Let me play this. So it means business infant. I adore it, man. Ripple is everywhere, man. Here's a first-rate little clip right here. Tap into advanced derivatives on the XRP LEVM sidechain. Let me play this for you. Creating and price switch is sincerely a candy spot there. But on the subject of greater complicated operations, or rather specific monetary protocols, that's now not the candy spot. And the XRP ledger network doesn't always need it to be. So it is in which we are able to surely lean on our axle, our partnership, use widespread message passing, and in reality, allow packages to expand their tokenization engine on XRP fundamental internet, their buying and selling engine on XRP foremost internet, and then tap into, you already know, advanced derivatives and other competencies on the EVM aspect chain. And the ones users in no way simply must pass their pockets or engage with the facet chain itself. So it is a totally seamless enjoy and honestly lets in for the nice of each worlds and is made possible through Axel, or in men, the president of the ISDA is the Global Derivatives Association. He has said on a couple of podcasts that they may be shifting to blockchain. Okay, now you are listening to Lots Extra Derivatives talk about the XRP ledger, right? Robin has simply offered Bitstamp proper. That's linked to major banks proper. I assume it is like 700 banks. Derivatives are coming to the XRP ledger. The query, the simplest question we've proper now is how a good deal cash in derivatives that we can get. If we are able to get $10 trillion, $20 trillion in derivatives at the XRP ledger, XRP could be within the masses of greenbacks in price. That's just data. Okay, you understand what perplexed per my brain's perplexity. My brain is giving me a second here. If these days we added, let's just say $20 trillion in dairy spin-off to the XRP, what could the charge I just were given over the flu man, and my brain, is it going to present us the data? Look at this 20 trillion would make the price of $348. Just 20 trillion. Imagine getting 100 trillion proper and you can have the most important resident's birthday celebration ever. All right, also RLUSD is MiCA compliant. That is a huge deal. I did see a few movements with USD shopping for agency or partnering with their enterprise in order that they may be compliant in MiCA. But I do not suppose human beings absolutely care. I assume they nonetheless apprehend that USDT isn't always a top-notch regulated cryptocurrency, solid coin, and I don't suppose banks are going to touch them. I simply do not assume things are going to occur. Gordon said, why am I bullish on XRP? XRP transactions settle in seconds and perfect for instant payments. XRP transaction costs are an insignificant factor 0, and says XRP is a carbon impartial, creating a wonderful preference in crypto. Do you apprehend? I think this is a large, big play there. Also, you've got a little bit of here, a little t, a action, little action. XRP is $2.89 very quickly, after which $3 after that. Breaks resistance to 4.8, after which $10. And then he says, here's why, right? And then he has a huge XRP right here. Cool, love to look at. Here's the chart right here that he is mentioning right here. You understand we've got dipped back down to $2, guy. We've made this sort of extraordinary move. However, we are going to get some of the consolidation in here, men. This is all ordinary. During Christmas time, human beings cross on vacations with their family. They're no longer paying interest, I imply. I changed it to just in California, and I virtually failed to contact crypto for about 5 or 6 days due to the fact, well, I turned into in the medical institution. But yeah, anyway, so additionally here, XRP transactions for SOL transactions. Guys, we know how you understand SOL surely is used for meme coins, right? XRP is used for derivatives proper, is used for across the border bills, is used for primary banks. It's used for tokenization of property, Solana meme coins, real amusing. Also right here, that is, we may additionally have mass rush of human beings changing USDT for USDC or for RLUSDC or for RLUSD. I do think this is going to show up. I assume you will see marketplace share being taken far from USDT. That's my non-public feeling. I do not know for a reality if that is going to take place. However, that's what I assume with all of my knowledge inside the space. And that is what I consider. And we'll see what occurs. Here's Rob Powell now speaking about XRP as a massive deal. Let me play it. Okay. Next chart, XRP itself. Fabulous sample study, wedge off the wedge, off the wedge, off the wedge, often instructing any other wedge now prepared for the subsequent smash higher, so that pass is really no longer carried out. In case you study the weekly chart of XRP, it's a stunner. This huge 7-12 months wedge is broken, who is aware of where in this chart goes to. It's very powerful, but then cross again to that chart of SUI as opposed to XRP, and it is suggesting that SUI must even outperform this, so it's the perspective I actually have now. It's now not always going to be 100%, right? Guys, Sui, we have been speaking about Sui and Kryptonaires and Sensei Chats at 70 cents. Sui's at $4 and something cents. If you join that, you'd be rolling. Also, men, listen, if you have not hit like, please do. I do have a network called Kryptonaires, guys. We're killing it, man. I mean, we have masses of researchers. Everybody's searching out the most important issue in crypto. And whilst by using yourself out right here, it's far certainly hard to do. Research when you have your circle of relatives, perhaps your family, your youngsters, your interests, your job. It's difficult, man. And to come back right into a network wherein you will be loved, you'll be helped, you'll be dealt with recognized. That is what I built with my team, and I am so proud of it. In the description, you could join 5 days without cost, and the primary month is best $25 in case you use Santable on the checkout. It's handiest to be had for a few more days, so take advantage of it if you need. But if you don't, I see you in some other video. It says, sure, Unified Ledger will include ISO 20022 compliant crypto belongings. You got XRP, XRM, PEXLM, XTC. You were given a Touch HBAR, Algor, and QT, IOTA. By following standards set via the buyers and the ISO committee, their assets are positioned to seamlessly integrate with the traditional finance system proper. We're talking approximately the vintage machine proper and the new device. And the one systems need to interfunction due to the fact all of this antique value. The fee that we are coping with these days with stocks, bonds, derivatives, equities, home mortgages, price of land, those want to be transferred to the brand new system. And that interoperability may be very key. And it says the grand vision of liaison harmonizing ISO 2002, ISO TC68, ISO TC 307, the unified method aligns with the wider desires of the multitude of blockchain and TLT initiatives, which includes, however, not limited to Quant. Casper, Zinfin, Stellar, Hedera, Algorand, and IOTA, guys, having a bet lengthy time period on these initiatives is probably a smart concept. Do not forget, though, the marketplace is going to come back to a close right here in 2025. We are going to cross again right into a bear marketplace. So I plan to be out of maximum of my positions. I could noticeably endorse you to talk with your financial guide to make sure which you're making the pleasant selections. I understand once in a while we suppose the marketplace is never going to come to a stop, but allow me to tell you, Guy, it will. And while it does, you do not need to be protecting all of your crypto because you're going to lose maximum of your cash. I like this one area, 50 greenbacks. I like that. Good canine. Do you want my seal? I love my seal. Like real brief, actual short. I had without a doubt, approximately. It changed into approximately. It became approximately 8 years ago. I had a surgery completed at UCSF in San Francisco, and that they had tussled my surgical treatment, tussled my leg. I couldn't walk. I couldn't take a seat in a chair. I became basically bedridden for a year and 4 months. And my spouse knew that I became going via some, without a doubt, terrible, certainly darkish instances. I wasn't ingesting. I went all the way down to approximately 125 pounds. My medical doctor's concept I turned into going to die. Literally, it became honestly terrible. It becomes simply terrible. And my wife offered me this little seal. I don't know if you could see it with the glare. I do apologize in case you can't. It's proper here. And I don't know what it was, but it introduced me again to life. And so I nevertheless have him. I take him on trips. Anywhere I move around the sector, I take him and I take a photograph with him. And this means loads to me. It means plenty to me. And yeah, it would give me through. And I'm about to go through a few greater challenging times.